One of the most beautiful moments that I remember I had meeting Bab Dada was the German group was meeting and I was sitting in the very back, whereas all the other teachers were pushing to the front. And I looked at Baba, and Baba looked at me from a distance saying, "Please, Baba, don't ask me to come to the front, let me just be there." And Baba was then later on saying, sort of way after he was talking to the whole group, it was an incognito message, but I picked it up that it was meant for me, and it went through me like a flash. And he said, no matter where you sit, you will never remain hidden. And what I gathered from this is that is something that connects with my amazing experience with Dadi Janki. She was always pointing out there are those with a subtle intellect who receive messages without being told, but they just capture it and pick it up of something, some signal, something that is said, not even directly to them, but they just pick it up and they know it's meant for them. And on that very day when we met Baba, it was my turn to come to the front. And as I was starting to sit there, I was still trying to put my sari right, and I was looking down, and all of a sudden I feel this big finger coming at me, pushing my head all the way to the back. And so Baba was really blessing me and putting this tilak on the center of my forehead, saying, "You are a victorious jewel." And I think at that moment I was so speechless because I wasn't expecting this. I was just expecting the nice hello again and a nice blessing as it's normally done. But that Baba was actually touching my forehead and giving me the tilak of victory. And that other message that I picked up before of being subtle and incognito and not speaking it directly like it's obvious, I felt this was a whole message for my whole Brahman life. Picking things up subtly without being told right to the front. And that links to my experience with Dadi Janki. She would always say, when I was sitting in front of her in the beginning, she would kick me with her feet. And she could only do this because she knew that I love her and I was so close to her, and we had this very, very deep, close connection. So by picking up things with a subtle intellect without being told is something you have to understand. Even I remember there was a very difficult situation in the service field, and Dadi said, "Look, I have to give love to that particular soul because they are officially in charge, but you always must know that Dadi has your back, and even though it's not visible to everyone, you are being backed up by Dadi." And so that was always a beautiful kind of guideline for my whole Brahman life.